All right.
Yeah.
Make it unbelievable.
There it is. You guys hear pretty good? Yeah, you're good. Speak into it.
Hello, what's up? Testing. Yeah, we're up.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Ready on the count of 1, 2, and 3. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, El Profe, Streets of Professor. And once again, you are locked and loaded on the HODS podcast, baby. Hey, for everybody tapping in on Facebook Live, thank you guys very much. We are here at the Mad Hatter Cava Bar in Mesa, Arizona, 1911 West Broadway Road. And you know your boy is always putting in work all the time. Big shout out to VPM right here too as well. Also broadcasting for us as well. Gonna get a little bit of images right here. As you guys can see, I got 3 beautiful guests here with us. We will be introducing them very shortly. Hey, you guys already know me. I'm always on the move, always working hard. Tomorrow you can catch me with Dr. Sophia Murphy. I am gonna be a guest on another podcast tomorrow. It's always good to be on the opposite ends of things, let me tell you. Especially when you don't have to work. It's beautiful. But I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy Clancy that's in the building too as well. We just gave him a little bit of a heart attack and a headache, but hey, that's what the HODS podcast is all about. Especially when you're doing things live for everybody to enjoy. And right now I want to give a big shout out to as well to the Mad Hatter Cava Bar for hosting us and giving us the opportunity to be bringing you guys this podcast. Hey, this is a podcast like no other. Today, we have a very special guest with us, 3 very special guests. I'm not going to introduce them just yet, but we are also going to be adding a musical note at the end of the show with the musical guests. Guys, this is what I do. This is what I bring to the table. Hits Off the Streets podcast. It's your boy, El Profe, Streets Professor, and you guys already know. I like to DJ, I like to double work, I like to put in the work, and when you guys hear this drop right here, the whistle coming in, big shout out to my homeboy Fernie. You already know what time it is, guys. HODS podcast, keep it locked and loaded, let's go.
Wow,
What's up? Let me get on the mic. I got this hits on the streets. Check it out and click.
That's right.
It's your boy, and your boy is big. Woo! Sit back, chill and relax. Cause word of the street is you got something to prove and tell. Proper what you doing, and it's you in the cut, and you be like, what's up? So welcome to Hits Off the Streets.
Everybody got a story to tell, yep. AZI rep very well, so hey, these guys don't know what they got themselves into. I'm bringing back a very special guest with us. He already knows what it's all about. But my other guests are like, what the hell am I getting myself into, yo? Earpiece in, speaker is blasting. The director ready, action. Hey, every goddamn time, yo. Woo! Suck kid. The director ready, action. Throw down another hit classic. Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, El Profe, Streets of Professor, and you are locked and loaded on one of the dopest podcasts out here in Southwest Arizona, State 48. I make it great. I hail from Nogales, Arizona, and I want to give a big shout out to all our major players. Right now, I want to give a big shout out to Comunidad Flow out in Hermosillo, Mexico. Bacanora Danzari, made for the contemporary woman out in Nogales. Ahora mi gata familia down in Tucson, Arizona. Distorted Radio out here in Mesa. Diablo Blunts, 1920 Speakeasy Show this Saturday. Don't miss out. Dos Bros Coffees. Felix Health and Wellness. The good guys out here in Phoenix, Arizona too as well. State Blaze 520 to all my boys in Tucson, Arizona. And to my boy Tyler Harding, who will be giving a couple of gifts out to all our very special guests this afternoon. And to you guys, the followers, the listeners, the download. Yo, we are live. Let's go!
What's up? Let me get on the mic. I got this hits on the streets. Check it out and click.
That's right.
It's your boy, and your boy is big.
Woo!
Sit back, chill and relax.
Y'all ready?
Oh
yeah.
So welcome to Hits Off the Streets.
What's up, Panin? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at with us. We want to thank you guys for being part of this journey. Good, buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches, donde se están comunicando con nosotros. Muchísimas gracias. Yes, this is a bilingual show, just to let you guys know, okay? También hablamos español, también hablamos inglés, francés, japonés, whatever you want, I'll throw it to you. Rosetta Stone, yo, holla at your boy, man. a big shout out to the Mad Hatter Kava Bar Mesa. Get it right, Mesa. We out here in the district, the Asian district, and we are bringing a couple of guests with us. I want to give a big shout out to Malacalle and to the homeboy Sajero. We just dropped 4 songs yesterday, and this is the beat that we dropped too as well. Big shout out to Miguel Familia, but let's not take away why we're here. We are here because of the youth. We are here because of the kids. We are here because we want to make a difference. And we have 3 different makers here with us today. And I gotta say, thank you guys for the opportunity. I appreciate it. And I also want to say thank you for making me part of the team as well. Before we even get started, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our very special guest of honors, our invitados de honor today on the Hits Off the Streets podcast. And you know, I always have to start off with the queen of the show. Destiny, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a little bit about your background, girl.
Okay, well, I'm Destiny. I'm from California.
All right.
Born and raised, and been out here in Arizona for what, 6 years now? And just right now, just a mom, works for the city of Phoenix, and also getting into that bodybuilding lifestyle. So that's been good, but I'm very kid oriented. My kids keep me busy.
Hey.
Coaching, helping, and then just being a part with these guys here, it's just been a great uplifting journey for me overall.
Congratulations, first of all, for being a great mom and for leading your kids into the right direction and for being there for them, being that role model that a lot of these kids need in their lives, you know what I mean? Hey man, we got Destiny in the building with us, guys. Hey, now I want to go ahead and introduce this guy right here, just coming off of a major road trip right now, and congratulations to the ladies too as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Coach Grupo is in the building with us, y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead and give us a little bit about your background, dog. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the world.
Absolutely. Yes, my name is Coach Grupo, and I'm originally from Buffalo, New York area. Been out here for about 30 years, and got into coaching about 20 years ago when my son started playing Pop Warner football. I was brand new to it, didn't know what I was doing, but we all learned it together, and it became my passion, and I've been doing it ever since. Grew with them throughout the ranks. Now I'm coaching at the high school level. Also got into personal training, you know, in the fitness industry, in the bodybuilding circle, competing in a couple shows as well. So, you know, but I'm all about the kids, man. That's what I'm passionate about.
Hey, before we even move forward, everybody that has never been to a show, as you can see Tony's posture right now, he already knows what happens. But everybody that has not been to the show, they're at first so nervous that they don't know what is going on. So as you can see, Grupo, he's nervous already. You know what I mean? He don't know. He's shaking, dog.
He's got me on the edge of my seat already.
I make people nervous for some reason. Hey, relax. Hey, get some kava, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, but this is what it's all about, you know, bringing people together, bringing great coaches together. It's a podcast made for everybody, a very motivational podcast that I have for everybody too as well. So congratulations to both of you guys on your journey and what you guys have been doing for the kids. Buffalo, you said.
Yes, sir.
So please tell me you're a Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh, die hard.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey,
yes.
shout out to the Buffalo Bills, bro. Hell yeah. I'm a big Bills fan, bro.
Okay. I like them even more now.
Hell yeah. Hey, and with that being said, too, I want to go ahead and introduce, we're having a little bit of problems with the speakers I can hear, but don't worry about it. But I want to go ahead and introduce the guy that introduced me to the group of people that we have here right now with us. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ADK is in the building.
What's going on? What's going on? First and foremost, thank you again, man. It's a pleasure. On several levels,
For sure. Hold on 1 second. We're getting some feedback really quick. Thanks.
I think the battery's gonna go.
Okay, batteries, we're good. We got some batteries gonna change right now. But before we even go, let's switch it up really quick. So get on that one right there.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So first and foremost, thank you for inviting us out. Thank you for inviting me back out. Like I said, you do some incredible things, man. So first of all, flowers to you because you are definitely the professor of Profe. I see why you got that name. But no, you know, as I said before, you know, I'm all about the youth, man. That's, you know, I'm the founder of OTM One Track Mind. And again, as I talked about before with another individual, there's a need, there was a need, there's still a need. But I'm not the person that's just gonna talk about it and not have a solution. So I think it's important that, you know, I use the gift God gave me, you know, to make the place better than when I found it. And I think the biggest thing we need to focus on right now is our youth, because the devil's after them, and I refuse to be a bystander. So I was able to bring some great people by the grace of God together, and we're gonna change the world. I promise you that. You're gonna remember this.
Hey.
So I appreciate you.
One group at a time, one mind at a time. And I want to tell everybody before we move even forward with this is a podcast and a raw podcast. So the way it is filmed, the way it is done, there's no editing behind it. So if there are F-ups in it, guys, that's just part of the show, guys. Hey, and welcome to our guests too as well that are here. Thank you guys for being part of the show. Honestly, it's cool to see people come in to something they've never witnessed before in their lives. And this is a podcast that you guys are going to be talking about for years to come. Trust me. So I want to start off with a couple of key words on this podcast that I want you guys to give me your feedback on. First of all, the word focus. And you guys can go at any time that you guys want. What does that word mean to each and every one of you guys here?
So I'll start first. Sorry, group. I see you picking that mic up. So focus is having the ability to be able to channel out everything around you and channel in on the primary objective and goal that's in front of you, with or without distractions that are limiting your ability to prevail through that. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To me.
Yeah, to me, focus is really all about mental discipline, being able to stay purpose-driven, being able to identify your purpose and eliminating the distractions and only focusing on the things, the people in your circle, and actions that are going to be in alignment with that purpose. So it's all about mental discipline.
Love it.
Yeah.
So I take focus from, because I'm also in school too. So focus is just, being well-rounded and just making sure that you have a goal and know like what your goal is. And then also just like focus can also mean focusing on what you have around you. A lot of these kids are surrounded by some things that they don't need to be surrounded by. And focusing on what makes you peace and what keeps you motivated is what I see the most.
This is what I brought to the table today, yo. A bunch of heavy hitters, yo. This is what I love, and it's true. And let me tell you something that starts right here. This is one of the most poisonous, venomous, disgusting things out there, and I know it's a tool. And I know it's very useful. I know it's your office. I know it's your everything. But I think it starts right there for everybody that's listening. That's just me, all right? And that's all I got to say about that. Growth. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, so growth is being able at all times to be vulnerable, to not only know you need to grow in these areas, but get the help you need to grow in those areas, but also progression, right? Stages, leveling up. Because again, everything in life has to grow.
Oh, yeah.
Anything living grows. Now, unfortunately, there's good growth and bad growth, but we're talking about the good growth, you know what I mean? And that's, environment is important. So the right environment, the right sunlight, the right people, places, and places to be able to expand when I hear growth. But you also got to be open to new information, rechanging your thoughts, so on and so forth. When I hear growth, that's kind of what comes along for me. What you got?
Well, when I hear growth, I just, my big thing is don't let your past stop you from growing.
Oh, most definitely.
A lot of people think about they had a bad past, so they can't keep going forward. And when I hear growth is we're only going to keep elevating. Don't let the past hold you back. Let that be a lesson, and it teach you to grow more. And like, Mr. ADK over here said, like, keep getting help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. As a toddler, we gotta help our kids crawl and walk. So sometimes you need those mentors to help you move into the right direction.
Most definitely. Grupo.
Yeah, to me, growth is it should be a never-ending process of evolution. Starting from birth until they throw the dirt on you. It should be a process that is never-ending. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, they don't see it that way. They'll see it as like a phase that they have to go through in order to maybe overcome a shortcoming, or if they fell off or whatever. But you're really missing the whole point if that's the way you view it. It should definitely be an ongoing process that's lifelong. And it involves a lot of self-honesty, looking inward, being honest with yourself, and owning up to your shortcomings, because you can't fix what you don't take ownership of. You know what I mean? So you can't grow if you're not willing to fix your shortcomings. So it's all about honesty too.
Honesty, accountability,
Yes.
trust, love, confidence. I mean, there's so many words that we can use in this podcast that will signify what our goal is with One Track Mind. The last one I'm gonna ask my Buffalo Bill fan right here is leadership. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, to me, leadership is I'm old school in the thought of leading by example. You know what I mean? You can be a boss and bark out commands, give orders, or you can be a leader and set the pace, set the tone, lead by example. Give something to others to emulate and to follow. You know what I mean? So that they can evolve into leaders themselves. So it comes from setting the tone.
Hey, we're setting the tone today, y'all.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so for me, leadership, I see that as, leading your own path, and don't be a follower.
Hey.
That's something I tell my kids every day. Don't follow your friends. Lead and be the example. Don't be a follower. So leadership is definitely just having that confidence to know within that you're doing the right thing, and that will lead you to the right path, and not letting people turn you to the wrong path. So sometimes you have to be a leader by yourself, but the others will follow in due time.
Oh yeah, 80K.
Yeah, so leadership, one, I just think about vulnerability, like being comfortable knowing that you have a responsibility, you have a destination. There may be some mistakes along the way, but you're willing to take accountability, and you're also willing to help others along that way, even if you got it right. So the ability to just influence, right? So again, and it starts in the home, right? I'm big on, I got 4 boys. I'm big on leadership. Someone said it before, and this is something I talked to my son about. If you're gonna make a bad decision, you better decide that you made it and you weren't influenced by anybody else, because we got a bigger problem.
Oh, yeah. But
I'm teaching them leading, and then again, we have good leaders and bad leaders, but most people are afraid to lead because they don't want to take responsibility if it doesn't work out. Where true leadership, like our Lord and Savior, he's like, listen, man, I'm gonna be in the front, back, side, wherever you need me, but we're gonna push forward.
That's it.
No matter what.
Oh, big time. And we got 4 great leaders here on this panel today. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's with us right now on Facebook Live. Thank you guys. If you guys are seeing for yourselves for the very first time, this is the Hits Off the Streets podcast. And we bring guests to the Mad Hatter Kava Bar out here in Mesa, Arizona, located at 1911 West Broadway Road, suite number 5, for you guys to come out and enjoy and meet a lot of leaders that are out here in the valley. A lot of great people, a lot of great events that I'm going to be bringing. And I want to thank once again Joe and Tina. Thank you guys for opening up your doors, opening up this great location, and for everybody that is here to enjoy this show. It is a live show. I bring live shows to everybody because I want all you guys to be a part of something special that I'm bringing out here to La Finiquera. AZ is in the building, State 48, and those 3 words right there was what OTM is all about. One Track Mind, focus, grow, and lead. One more thing that I want to add, community. How big is community to you guys?
It's huge. It's everything. The old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It's the truth, you know what I mean? And it's all about community. And going back to what we were saying about accountability, you know what I mean? If we're going to have a strong community, that means we have to have individuals that hold themselves accountable and hold each other accountable in order to uplift the community, to better the people that are coming up in that community.
For sure. That's
For me, community is just I always think about my surroundings, but it's not sometimes where you're from or where you're at. Sometimes it's within. And I think it starts from home. You learn community from home, and I've learned just from, seeing like my dad and his motorcycle community, my mom and her school community, just seeing that, there's somebody out there that has something that we're looking for, and that could be a genuine person that can help uplift the community, and then also just give back. Never forget where you come from.
Hey.
And just always make sure that you rise them up and you keep rising too.
Hey, the professor's in the building, yo! La profesora, come on, huh? ADK, what you got now?
So, again, community is everything and it's every other thing because more eyes, more accountability, the same mission, the same goal, less room for error. So, for example, when we were younger, like I did something crazy, the neighbor I'm gonna get it from the neighbor, then when I get home.
Hey.
But what it also allows me to know is that
It's
there's
Latino.
people watching. Oh yeah,
He's Latino,
yeah,
bro.
but it's important that people understand. And again, what's unfortunate is we have that today, but it's in a different sense. So that's the police now. But unfortunately, our kids, when I say our kids, certain communities don't do well with law enforcement.
Sure.
So then it goes left. We're back in the day, right? You disrespect whatever, you get the chop on it, whatever, and you straighten up. And sometimes they don't even let your well or whoever know, right? Because it's like, when we be like, that's your cousin, we ain't related, but we community.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that's deeper, you know what I mean? So I think community is just so important, and I think that's what we're missing because people have this bystander effect. It's not my problem, it is your problem. Because we stay in the same community.
Oh, yeah.
So although you in the suburbs and I may be in the hood, eventually it's gonna bleed to where you at.
Oh,
so we might as well just all grab hands and make this thing happen. So yeah, community is vital.
Yo, we got beautiful weather out here in Arizona. It is heating up and the humidity is at another level. Hey, you guys got tornadoes, earthquakes, we got sandstorms, guys, out here. Let me tell you something. It is crazy right now weather out here, but I want to thank everybody that's tapping in with us and to the OTM staff, group, community, family, which we have now that is here with us. And I also want to give a big shout out to VPN, who is also behind the cameras. And guys, be on the lookout. The event that was put on about 2 weeks now, huh? I want to say almost 3, huh? Going on 3 weeks. My man right here will be coming out with something special for everybody to see. We saw a little glimpse, 3-second glimpse, and god damn, y'all don't even know what's coming up. Yo, talk about this program that you guys, this project that you guys have going on. This was your second event that you guys put on as a team, and thank you for the invite. It was amazing. I had such a great time. I brought a couple of friends along with me too as well. The Phoenix Suns Gorilla, Go Gorilla was there. My boy DJ Chuck was there as well. Who else? We had Mini Algon, we had Trini Ochoa, we had the Lowrider community, we had Fluff and Fry Bread, we had vendors, we had 33 kids, we had trainers, we had coaches. Guys, speak about this event that you guys had that was such a great success.
I don't want to talk too much, but I'll start us off. First and foremost, shout out and thank you to everybody that came together. We just talked about community. Everybody came together and made that happen. And without you guys, it wouldn't have happened. So forget the ideas, whatever. I don't take credit for nothing because by the grace of God, we were able to come together and give those kids what they wanted and parents. But the purpose of this is very, some people outside looking in, oh, it's cool working the kids out. No, there's an objective. There's a specific objective. Every station had a title to its name, whether it's perseverance, grit, whatever the case may be. And we, as coaches, were responsible for educating our kids on whatever that definition was and linking it to the event so that they can identify in life when they may be under grit or perseverance or have to commit to something. But that feeling of what is working through uncomfortability feels like, that's what I want them to see because that's real life skills. Okay. So I don't want to take too much shine away from it, but I'm gonna just, again, it's a cheat code for me, but Rupo, you could, again, being somebody, just so you guys know, and again, I think the backstory is dope. So, Rupo was an individual. He's probably the second person I ever had on my podcast. And I just seen a lot in the dude. I'm like, man, this dude got some talent, right? And he ended up being one of our coaches, and now he's on the team, right? And that could be like, sky's the limit. I mean, don't get it twisted. We're gonna be making big moves, but there's a special set of people. If you are on a team, I promise you, you're a special individual. And he was a special individual. He brought great talent. He has a large responsibility to orchestrate and everything. And I want you to share that whenever you go. And then we'll talk about Destiny, that she's been doing, but who played a critical role as well. But I don't want to take the shot. Grupo, do your thing.
Yeah, this whole thing, this whole community that we formed is definitely backed by God himself. It's through him that all of this has been possible. Just the fact that we've been able to bring together such a amazing group of people who most of us were strangers before this. You know what I mean? Like we never knew each other. It was divine intervention that brought us together, and it just made sense. And then from there, this is our second event now. Okay, the first one was amazing, but this one was just over the top. And none of it would have been possible without God's influence on this. Being able to bring together us to orchestrate this, and then to handpick a staff of amazing coaches to run the stations and to trust in working with the kids. That's something we don't take lightly. You know, we don't just allow anybody to get in and work with the kids. We were able to get some folks that were just amazing, you know. And then we talk about the vendors, the performers, yourself, you know what I mean, and all the guests that you brought out. You know, it's just the outpouring of support from the community and all the different aspects of this, because this is, yeah, you can call it a boot camp, but we all know it's a lot more than just that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what sets this whole thing apart. You know, there's a lot of youth boot camps and programs out there that are good, doing great work in the community, you know, pushing fitness and activities on the kids, but ours goes a lot deeper than that, because there is a theme and there's a message behind what we're doing, and that's the focus. You know, the fitness part is merely the vehicle, but at the end of the day, what we instill in these kids through the conversations that we have, that's where the impact is truly made.
Most
And
definitely.
that's what makes us stand apart.
I love it, bro. I love what you guys bring to the table. Des.
Okay, so, I know it's gonna say how I got involved.
So yeah, I'm gonna introduce you real quick. So, our first boot camp we did, her child was actually a part of it, and at the end of it, both of them were, she was prepping. I really didn't want her to do it, but she got a part of it. Her husband was a part of it. Her child was a part. Her kids were a part of it, and to see that, it was life changing. Because we talk about kids not growing up thinking they're too cool for their parents, and just to see those moments with the bond, it's always there. Don't get it twisted because you get older. Don't think, you know what I mean? And to see that, you can look at that video, go back and say, when you guys were this age, this is what we did with you. And I think that's, you know what I mean? And so just to see her involvement, and you know, just full disclosure, I am her trainer as well. And so to be around her, to see her creativity, her mind, and God just put me in a position to bring people together, and she had an amazing skill set. So I'm like, listen, we need to get her on this next one. And we got her on here. But not only just that, she's not just a coach, she's a part of the team.
Hey.
So, you know, I want her to tell her experience and tell her contribution to the team. So take it over.
Right. Well, thank you for that.
The pump of it. Hey.
Because, no, honestly, I started off as a spectator, as a parent. So I seen from both sides. So as a parent, the first one, I was like, oh wow, this is something amazing. Like, and it took my kids out of their comfort zone. And that's what we wanted to see. We got to get these kids out of comfort zone, because everyone who sees my daughter, she is shy. She's not, I don't know why she's shy, but she's shy when she gets involved with the kids. And by the end of it, she's like, Mom, this is amazing. Like, I've met people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's amazing. And that's what we want. We want to bring these kids out of it. So this time, I told them, okay, I got to do a coach. I want to do this. I'm sorry, I want to be a coach this time. So they put me in as a coach, and then as I got involved as a coach, I seen just the community and what I could bring, and by divine intervention and just, you know, bringing people that I know, I was able to speak to some vendors and come in as now like someone that can, you know, help get the outreach now. So now I'm like another person to get outreach, and then just being a coach, because I remember Grupo, you were a coach the first one, and so this time I took a spot, and I'll give you a little side story. Ours was confidence.
Nice.
That was one of those
Yay.
groups that you're talking about. It wasn't about what you're doing, it was confidence. And to see these kids be nervous and scared and like, I don't know if I can do this. And then at the end of it, like, let's do it again, man, that was fun. And I'm like, what did you guys learn? One girl was like, I was so nervous that I couldn't jump. But by you just telling me to just take my time and don't worry about anybody else, and me just keep going and keep going, I built the confidence to jump over it and meet that goal. And I said, and how would you use that in life? She's like, I would believe in myself
Hey.
and have the confidence to keep going. And that right there is what sets us apart from just working out these kids. We're giving them some life skills that they can take away from you.
I love it. And let me tell you something about the life skills that they're giving these kids. Each and every kid walked away there sleepy, tired, but more confident, let me tell you. And I gotta say, every parent that was there said, thank you, because it was an early night. Yo, we reached that first part of the program that I like to call Entiendes, Mendez! The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Entiendes, Mendez! Grupo, what do you think about that?
Oh, that's the truth. You know what? And we have a responsibility in cultivating these children into being leaders for the next generation, because these are going to be our leaders. You know, so this is going to determine what direction society is going to go as a whole. This group of youth coming up right now, and that's why I take coaching so seriously, and that's why I've been dedicated to it for over 20 years. As much as I love the sport that I coach, which is football and fitness training, it's way deeper than that. To me, it's more about the connection that I make with the kids that I coach and making a difference in their life, developing them into productive citizens, young men and women. And there's nothing more rewarding than years later, after you've coached a kid and they've gone through high school and graduated and gone out into the workforce and started their career and everything, and they see you and they still call you coach.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's the best feeling in the world, and that's something that I've been blessed to deal with for years now, and it's like, it never gets old. Like,
At all.
You know what I mean? It's like every time somebody says it to you, it's like hearing it for the first time all over again.
For sure.
It's so rewarding.
It's like that when they come up to me and say, Mister.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, okay, I get it. You guys know. But to hear that, coach, hey coach, you made a difference. Hey coach, thank you. You know, that's what we're here for, and that's what One Track Mind is all about. I want to thank everybody for tapping in with us on Facebook Live. Thank you guys very much. To One Track Mind group, family here, community, thank you guys for this great opportunity. It is good to have a one-on-one conversation with you guys, and I hope you're enjoying the show. To VPM, thank you very much too, bro, for all that you do as well, and also being a father figure, bro. That's very important too, to have that great support system in your family. You know, it's amazing. Des, I have a question for you. Youth leadership, why is it important today?
It's important today because, like you said with the phone, that is bad. And social media is like...
The devil.
Yes, no, honestly.
My mama said that, the devil.
No, yes, and I take it from, you know, we got the men here that do like the father figures, but I'm here for the ladies and the young girls, and just leading them to, like, you know, don't follow social media, what you see in school. You got to be your own person, and youth leadership definitely is important to show these kids, I don't have to be what's cool, I could be what's right.
Right.
And what's right is going to be cool at the end. Because I could look back where I wasn't always the most popular person, and I didn't do what everybody else was doing, but now everyone looks up to me like, dang, Destiny, I should have done what you did. Yeah, you should have.
Right.
You should have followed suit. So showing them that you don't got to be cool, because cool is going to fade real fast. And it's not going to be what gets you that career.
For sure.
That journey, that house. You think anyone's gonna care that you were a prom queen or the most popular in school? No, they don't care about what you showed and what you bring to the table. So showing kids now at a young age that you need to set yourself apart from what's in, I feel like that's what sets us apart and what's gonna change the youth in the future.
Hey, and to all the ladies that are listening out there, man, take that into consideration. A woman out here accomplishing her goals, getting into the fitness world, and gonna kill it in her next competition, yo. Grupo, what does leadership mean to you?
Leadership to me is really just, like I was saying earlier, taking the lead, but for me it's setting the example, because these, especially for the kids coming up right now, because like she had mentioned too, just with all of the pitfalls out there and the temptation and distractions that these kids are dealing with nowadays with the technology that's out there, they're coming up in a very difficult generation. Way more. We can say we had it hard. We came up to school of hard knocks, and we did. It's a different type of hard.
Right.
But I think these kids got it worse.
Oh yeah.
Because of all of the evil that's just being crammed down their throat, the cell phones, the social media, the music, the movies, and everything. So leadership is important because if we allow these kids to follow the status quo as far as what's being promoted as being cool, how much longer is this society going to last for? You know what I mean? Because I feel like the building block of society is the home, the family, and slowly but surely, families are eroding. They're becoming a thing of the past. There is no such thing hardly as a stable household anymore because it's not cool.
Right.
For young men coming up, it's not cool to have aspirations of being a husband or a father or leading a household. It's all about getting the most women you can get. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sleeping around and pulling all the girls and everything. And for women, it's not cool to be, you know, love.
Stay-at-home wife.
A stay-at-home,
Right.
yeah. You know, and that's not even being male chauvinist or sexist or anything like that. Like, this is just traditional values. Now, women are, or young ladies are, their aspiration is, it's not to be loved and nurtured and cared for, it's to be desired and
Sure.
wanted. And it's all about objectifying themselves. It's about the image that they have to portray. To be desirable. It's not even about being loved anymore.
No, I see it, dog.
You know what I
Every
mean?
goddamn day, and I have girls, so
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
ADK, what's the biggest lesson you learned as a leader?
The biggest lesson I learned as a leader is that you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, man.
Yeah, you got to.
You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You know, you're gonna be in territory you're probably not familiar with. But that comes with the title. That comes with the purpose. But also that comes with the growth and experience. But it also comes with this sense of just purpose and fulfillment. Like what I've realized was most men dodge leadership like the plague. And I think the reason for that, because I'm almost an analytic type of guy. I want to understand why, right? Like my thing is I take pride in leading my boys, leading the community, being an example to people. I know I got lots of followers. I know people watch me whether they like me or not. You know what I mean? Like my thing is I don't even, if I'm being honest, I don't even do it for them. I do it because this is who God told me to be.
Right.
Because if you do it for other people, you're gonna slip up, then they're gonna call you out. But if you do it because this is your purpose, you know what I mean? Because there's certain things you can't fake. And being a real leader, gratitude, a genuine, you can't fake that.
Right.
Because you know what I mean? People are always waiting for the slip up. But what I admire and what I love the pressure. I love being I love defining what you thought was impossible. And to me, in today's society, that's leadership. I'm in a position where, you know, as a professional bodybuilder, as someone who's always been, man, I went D1, I ran pro, I had a lot of attention. And I never wanted it because there was always emptiness in my heart. You know what I mean? Because nothing come over love. I don't want to switch topics, but I think it's important I knew who I was as a young individual. Therefore, being a leader in spaces and places didn't distract me. You know, I've been in rooms where I compete, women naked. You know what I mean? I go in gyms, people reaching for attention. And I try to train men around me. You got to normalize that. That's all a distraction. That's going to throw you off your path for being a leader, period. Because you have responsibility, whether it's your DT, whatever the case may be, someone's looking up to you and someone needs you, right? And for me, like, I take it serious, but I also know, listen, it's gonna come with a lot of sitting at home saying, how could we have done that better? But God reassuring you that you did it just right.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I
dog.
mean? So
That's so dope, man. Grupo, how do you handle failure or setbacks, bro?
Failure is, to me, it's not the end. It's just simply feedback. You know what I mean? That's what it is. If you see failure as a door that's shut in your face and a reason to stop, then you're never going to make it anywhere in life. The people that succeed in life are the people that see failure as feedback and taking that feedback, learning from it, and coming back better and learning from the mistakes and going through that door again and accessing the next level. And it's going to be that cycle throughout the rest of your life. You know, you're going to be, in order to access the next level, you're going to have to fail a few times in order to crack that next level. You know what I mean? And that's what separates the average from the elite, or you know, whatever the excellent, or whatever you want to call it. It's just those that have the perseverance to not see failure as a means to an end, but just an opportunity to grow. You know what I mean?
On this podcast, we take L's as lessons,
That's right.
not losses.
right.
You know what I mean?
Like
And
it.
that's very important, and life too as well. For you guys that are commenting and sharing on Facebook, thank you guys very much. Come on down here, 1911 West Broadway Road, the Mad Hatter Kava Bar. Mesa is where we hold all these podcasts with a lot of great guests. And today we have the One Track Mind guest with us today, and it's an honor to be talking to you guys on a one-on-one. Thank you guys for what you guys do. Thank you guys for the vision, but also thank you for teaching the youth. The reason why I stopped teaching, and I'll be honest with everybody right now, is because there's no respect in the classroom, there's no accountability in the classroom, there's no leadership in the classroom, and I think it's going backwards and forwards. But those 33 kids that we touched on that day got a lesson that we did as youngsters. Never quit. Always move forward. If you're struggling, hey, get back up. You know, it hurts for a little bit, but in the end, you're gonna be rewarded with tacos and lowriders. You know what I
Yes, they were.
mean? It doesn't get any better than that, dog. You know what I mean? Yo, ADK, what are good habits that helped you become a leader, bro?
Good habits, accountability, man. I didn't get away with nothing when I was a child. Oh man. But you know what? It prepped me to become a man of God because I have the same accountability from God today. But when I was little, man, I didn't get away with anything. And I think just really, I'm all about growing. So literally, like knowing one, let's just keep it 100. Life ain't fair.
At all.
Stop comparing yourself.
At all.
The things you go through, you're gonna grow through.
There you
But
go.
just because my man got this, your turn is coming. Stay in your lane.
Right.
Two, the people that love you are gonna tell you what's right. So stop looking at that criticism as negative and look at it as an opportunity to grow.
Love it.
And these things, I mean, the things I went through as a child, being on probation, getting tons of butt whoopings, being in a lot of fights. Mother leaving me, father left. I've been through a lot, but it all prepped and helped me and shaped me. So I embrace it.
Heck yeah.
And I want our kids to understand, on the other side of fear is a whole life of opportunity. But it starts with because we're all leaders, let's just be honest. Everyone in this room are leaders. The problem is some people have their scope on me. So you're trying to imitate, no. Fix your scope so you can imitate yours and you'll grow more. But again, let me make that more clear to our users. So just because, I do apologize for speaking metaphorically, but listen, here's a parable for you. So we got guys like LeBron James, Steph Curry. How many people we know, kids, Curry, shooting from half court and all that. What people fail to realize is that's his gift.
Right.
That wasn't meant for you, so you look crazy. In fact, sit on the bench. You know what I mean? Because you got taken out of the game being something you're not.
Right.
But you got to embrace and really be almost overly exaggerated proud of. Because listen, if you understand that we were made in the image of the creator of this world, that means the biggest gift you got was being born, right? You can be a LeBron James in your lane.
Right.
So when you embrace these things and move forward towards these things, then you'll embrace the leadership, the responsibility, the accountability that comes with that. And that's just, to answer your question, that helped me a lot. And I'm trying to get, if I gotta sit and watch you, like you think I'm joking. When I did that first podcast with you, I took so many mental notes because it's rare that I'm in a place where I can learn something new.
Right.
And that blew my mind. I'm like, yo, who is this dude? You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to go too long because I want to get it pissed off. But yeah, so for that, yeah, in a nutshell, because I'm a little long-winded.
Hey, I like what you said though. You're right. You want to be that LeBron James, but be that LeBron Jaime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be that next dude. To make that change. Be the next lady to make that change. To be the next Michelle Obama. You know what I mean? But better.
Yeah.
That's what we want from you guys. We'll set the foundation. You guys build your empire. That's all I gotta tell you guys on that one. Des, how do you stay motivated during difficult times?
That's a hard one, but an easy one. So, staying motivated through difficult times is just locking in. I gotta say, you gotta lock into what's your purpose. Because I've had a lot of difficult times. I may seem put together, but this is I'm an old soul, so I'm like old school raised mom and dad,
I
like
think
old
all of us
tradition.
are.
So everyone's be like, you sound old. I'm like, I know. And I'm not perfect. And sometimes you gotta stay motivated and through those times, because perfection is not the goal. Just being yourself and being different is the goal. Like, to be honest with you guys, I was a 19-year-old pregnant teen. And without my community and, everyone telling me, we gonna support you. We gonna lock you in and you gonna see this is what you need to do. I probably wouldn't have found my motivation. And I gotta thank God for my mother, my father, my boyfriend, now husband, who just all supported me, because there was times where I was lost. And that comes with, losing your motivation. You become lost. And I had community. So community for sure. And you know what? Like 80K say, your family, and people say your family is your they gonna tell you what's right. And I could be that. I'll tell you right now, as a young kid, I was like, I don't want to listen. I don't want to do this. What you mean I can't go to work? I gotta go to school? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm gonna stay at home? I don't want to stay home. But looking back, like you said, I love that they locked me down. Because now when I do something that sounds impossible, like I get people that talk about me all the time, like, what are you doing? You can't be a bodybuilder. You don't know what you're doing. But having those life skills to lock in, stay focused, don't lose your path, that's what's going to help you stay motivated. And just cut out the negativity.
Big time.
Kids today, youth today, adults today,
For sure.
to listen to negativity and just blocking it out. Blocking it out, and what's that phrase? Being your own racehorse. You know how when those racehorses, they have the blinders and they're focused? You got to become your own racehorse and your own goal.
That's it. One thing that I want to tell everybody out there too as well is we were built different. We are one of the last breeds that are all alphas, I gotta say, because the way we grew up. Nowadays, and I'm telling this for everybody to listen, I have lost friends that are 44, 45. I lost a friend of mine that was 24 to a heart attack. Guys, times have changed, but you guys need to realize health is very important. The food you intake is very important. Everything that is out there is good, but yet is bad for you. But learn how to manage your eating habits, your work habits, your healthy habits more than anything as well, because times are changing and we have to adapt to change. And that's one thing that you need to learn as a youth. Enjoy it. And I tell my girls this all the time. Be a kid, bro. Be a kid until you are 18 years old. Because after that, I wish my mom and dad, I had a great direction in life. But I wish they would have told me, hey, when you turn 18, mijo, it's over, pa. You know what I mean? You got to work for the rest of your life, and you got to work for what you want and how you want to live. And it's not easy. It is not easy at all. But I am very grateful for the old school teaching that we received, because that's what made us the leaders that we are today. Let me tell you something. Grupo, how can young people make a positive impact in the community?
The way they can make a positive impact in the community is by standing apart, being different from the crowd, setting themselves apart from the crowd. Because we live in a generation of followers. There's not a lot of leaders nowadays. Everybody's following the trends they see on social media, what the friends are doing, what they're seeing on TV, what they're hearing in their favorite song, and everything like that. And that's pretty much what's dictating the course of their life. That's what they're learning. So the leaders are the ones that are going to just have that discipline already, knowing that, hey, that's not the way. I gotta, and setting standards. Setting standards is going to be the key too, because we live in a world where there are no standards anymore. Anything goes. You know what I mean? So the ones that really stand apart are going to be the ones that set standards high and have boundaries and, don't go with the flow.
I love what you said. Standards and discipline, two of the things that you need in your household, man. Because I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, it doesn't start at school, it doesn't start at your job, it starts at home. That's where the biggest impact is gonna be made, and that's where the most major impact is gonna be hit amongst all the kids that are out there. To all the youth that is listening, let me tell you something. And I've been telling this to a couple of young kids. Listen to what we're telling you right now. It might not make sense. You might think that we're idiots. You think that we don't know everything. But 20 years from now, you're going to say exactly what we say now. I should have listened. They were right when they said this. And it happens 100% of the time.
That's a testimony. That's a testimony.
You know what I
Don't
mean?
see right there.
Yo, it's crazy, but it's so true. I get it. You're growing up. I was at that age at one point in time. You guys were at that age. We were partying. He was fighting. I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. He was doing things.
All the above.
I mean, come on now. We lived it, but we lived it through a different time and through different eras where I think it was, and I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to use it was fun. Now it's just dangerous.
Yes.
It's dangerous.
That's the key right there.
And it's crazy, and I want everybody just to tune into what we're saying. Pick up this podcast and share it amongst your youth. Share it amongst those that are around you, because we are talking truth here. And I got to give a shout out to G.O.D. We're mentioning it a lot on this program. Whoever it is that you praise to, whoever it is that you look up to, you know what I mean? They are our creators for a reason, and you believe in that person, or you believe in that God, or you believe in that spirit for a reason. Just take it into consideration. They're here to protect you, love you, and guide you just the way these coaches and these mentors are here today. One Track Mind, yo. Tell everybody where they can find you at, dog.
All right. You guys, we got a lot going on, so you can find us at our One Track Mind. We have an Instagram page now, which is growing real fast. Guys, please come out to support. Please also keep in mind, this is for your neighbor, you parents that need support with their children. We are here. We're here in the community to help them. That's our job, to meet you and help you with the resources you need for your kids to be successful. You can also, we have our business page, Initially Dedicated. I do got my fitness page with Donito_80K. But yeah, we're there. We got a podcast, 80K podcast. We got a lot. So you can find us almost anywhere. And if you click the link, you can click another link, and we all there. But please tap in, because our job, let me make this clear. Our job is to be a resource to people in the community that need support with their children and that need support themselves. We don't only help kids, we help adults as well. But it starts with the kids, because that's our future.
Des, tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, so they can find me. I have 2 pages, so you can find me as Des_Right94. That's just like my personal family page, but still see my fitness. And then also you can see me at my Curvy Queen _. That's my other fitness page, and that's where you can just follow my journey and just see the process and see it's not impossible when you just lock in. That's literally what it is. I show everyone it ain't impossible. I was chunky monkey. And now I'm getting back to normal, so also too, you can see the fun. I think that's what I've been getting people telling me. I've been motivational and inspiring, because I show that it's fun.
Hey, that's the best part about it. You gotta love what you do, right?
Yeah, and just for the youth out there that's listening, for the parents, remind them that these times are supposed to be fun.
Hey.
We're supposed to be, as adults and parents, we're supposed to take the burden and the hardship. You guys just have fun.
Right.
Have fun and enjoy life now, because literally, before you know it, a blink of an eye, you're gonna be an adult.
Hey, just like
So,
that.
kids, just have fun with life right now. That's all I want to say. Have fun with what you do.
For sure. Grupo.
Hey, I'm easy to find, man. You can find me on Grupo Strength. That's my Instagram page. That's where I promote my personal business. Grupo Strength is a company I started back in 2020, and I dedicated this business to helping men, women, and children. Lately, my niche has been more of a student athlete, working with the youth, but I'm willing to work with anybody and help anybody that needs it. The middle-aged man, I'm 50 years old right now, so my peers out there that are trying to improve the quality of life, for the rest of the years they have, I'm all about that. So just reach out to me. I'd love to help you all out.
I want to touch base on the 3 key words that I picked up on what you said. Trust the process, first of all. You know what I mean? It's very important. And get locked in, because once you lock in, the process is going to come. And by you trusting it, it's going to make a difference in the world on how much fun you're going to be having. Let me tell you something. Hey, and I also want to tell you guys, man, these guys have 6-packs, 12-packs. I got one ab that I've been working on for 45 years, and I'm okay with that,
We're
dog.
working on this app. What you talking about?
Hey,
What you mean? He didn't have
I just came back from
the
vacation and gained about 20 pounds.
We are a work in progress here. We are a work in progress.
Well, like I said, you gotta trust the process. That's the whole
Right.
fun, and that's the whole experience that you get. Big shout out to Leslie. She's a professional bodybuilder that got her pro card. I want to say about a year and a half ago, and I've been training with this lady, and she's been showing me technique. Learn proper technique when lifting. It
Yes.
doesn't matter on how heavy you lift.
Yes.
That's just me saying, you're talking. But technique takes you to that heavy lifting, and the technique gets you to that extra mile.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's very important, trust me. But I love the journey that I've been taking. I have gotten back into the gym and into my fitness journey now back again.
There you go.
And boy, I missed it, dog. It's a different high, bro.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
Oh,
for sure.
hell
It's
yeah.
a happy lifestyle.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
do it.
Big time. I'm listening to my banda music in the gym. I know everybody listens to the rock and their hip hop and the rap. Typical Mexican, right? With the banda. But find something that motivates you when you're in the gym, that when you hear that song, because music makes you lose control, like Missy Elliott says.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, once you find that groove, woo, there's no stopping it.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's no stopping you at all. Yo, this part of the program is brought to you by Mad Hatter Kava Bar out here in Mesa, Arizona, 1911 West Broadway Road. Suite number 5 is where you can find the HODS podcast. This is what we call home. This is what I call gratitude. Thank you very much, honestly, for having us here. This is an amazing location, great events. Tap into her homepage and tap into her Instagram at Mad Hatter Mesa, or Mad Hatter Kava Bar Mesa. There you go, that's where it's at. I guarantee I'll tag you guys on there, but she has events. Monday they have bingo, Tuesday trivia, Wednesday it's always game night or something that's happening, and Thursday we have Clancy with us leading the open mic, who is going to be leading us with the show to end this program. This is what we do on this program, guys. We have conversations, and at the end I'm bringing some live entertainment. So I am shouting out all those hip-hop artists, R&B artists, pianists. If you play the violin, if you play the flute, guys, if you play the drums on a bucket, a Home Depot bucket, come on through. Be our guest at the end of the show to close out a great show and a great conversation on the HODS podcast, brought to you by your boy and Profe Streets and Professor. Go ahead and download your Podbean app, guys. I'm going on season 3. Look at, I am almost that close to close season 3. 225th episode is this one right here, and it's amazing. And I thank you guys for being part of the journey. I thank you guys for being part of the journey. I thank everybody that's here for being part of the journey, and for you guys that are tapping in live with us, thank you guys very much. I love what I do. It's not a job if you love what you do, okay? It's that simple. If you enjoy what you're doing, it turns into fun. That keyword again that a lot of people are missing. Have fun with it, guys. This ain't fun. This is just mind control, guys. Have fun. Go outside. Ride a bike. Go shoot. Go play. Go get scrapes on your knees. That's what I've not seen on kids nowadays. We used to come in bloody, bro. You know what I mean?
My kids have them. They have them. So I'm happy I did
We used to have coffee grinds on our head, you know what I mean? Just to stop the bleeding. You don't see that shit no more, dog.
For sure. Rusty leg, you have to walk home, but it's what happened at home.
Go have fun. That's all I gotta say, kids. Go have fun. Yo, I'm gonna go back to ADK, man. How do you build trust within a team, bro?
So I'm a big person of studying people's habits, and so I like to give an individual an assignment and to see if it's completed the way, on purpose to be a certain way, to see if they're honest about it.
Hell yeah.
And because for me, listen, I come from the street, so it's a little different where it's like you can't be naive, but trust can be worn like a wolf-in sheep clothing.
Sure.
Just like that, and I hate to say this, just like a lot of, they would say every day, a lot of women are hurt by that man. Oh, well, he was like this for 3 months. Yeah, but you didn't see the signs because you thought she was at the carnival,
Yeah.
right? So for me, and I'm a very loyalty and trustworthy dude, but trust for me comes from a pattern, right? Because at some point, something's not going to add up if it's not what you're displaying. So for me, man, and again, everybody here, whether they know it or not, and let's just quick shout out to our new public relations member to the team, because I don't want him to give out, key points to everybody cup. I just want to shine light on you real quick. It's very important. I know it's random, but I got to say this. Because of meeting you, there was a flavor added to my cup, and I was able to learn something new. But also, I was able to say, listen, God just showed me the skill set you have, which is absolutely mind-blowing. And I don't even think you know it yet, and I'm glad you don't, because I probably wouldn't be able to have you on this team. You'll be somewhere else. But I promise you, keep watching this. Listen, we're blessed to have you. Welcome to the team, man. You're gonna do great things. You are a dime a dozen. One day, I'm gonna sit back with all you guys at the table and really be able to really vent on how I really feel. But right now, I want to say shout out to you, Mel Profe. Thank you so much for being a part of the team.
Hey.
Thank you so much for your experience. I know you worked with kids. I know you did a bunch of different things. And to answer your question, to piggyback on something you said while you stopped teaching, that's the reason I created this. Because I seen the same thing you see. As that social worker in school, I seen the same thing. They weren't willing to fix it. Mm-hmm. And I said, God, you know what I mean? Just help me be able to fix this issue I have a problem with.
Yeah.
And I pray that you bring in people in my life to help me fix it.
And
So
now we're
welcome
doing
to
it
the
in our own way.
team.
You know?
Exactly.
That's
And
the
again,
best thing about it.
Our way.
What did I ask? Here's what's wild. All of you guys. What did I ask you when I said, listen, I want you to be a part of the team, but where do you think you best? Because my thing is, I don't want you to play point guard if you're a better shooting guard.
Right.
So my thing was, where do you think you best fit? I said that to everyone.
Yes.
And my job is to sit back and say, maybe that's what you thought you were,
Yeah.
but we may have to make an adjustment, or you were exactly right.
For sure.
And for the most part, I've been 4 for 4. So,
Know your role, fool.
yo, man. Yeah, no, thank you. And yeah, like I said before, but again, guys, like I said, we still got more coming. I definitely wanted to make room to give you that shout out.
Thank you.
But yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. This part of the program is called Word Off the Streets, and Word Off the Streets reads like this. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Anybody want to elaborate on that? Any one of you three?
I like that one.
Hey, Des is the winner. What you got on that? Speak on it.
One. Man, that's so motivational. I'm gonna keep that in my head. Right there is just like, keep going. Lead the path. I think that's, I'm gonna be physical. Okay, Antonio, God's still working on me, so don't get me up if I mess up.
Yeah,
on the
don't worry
floor,
about it.
okay? I'm under construction.
You good.
Okay?
You good.
You know. But when I heard that, you want to know what's ironic? The story that came to my mind.
What's that?
My favorite movie, of course, Prince of Egypt, Moses. Just leading everyone to that promised land that he found. That's exactly what just came to my mind. I was like, I don't know that movie I like so much. And just having that goal that you're gonna stand out. Like you see them that they're gonna look at you kind of weird, but you're gonna keep it's gonna flow.
For sure.
It's gonna flow. God's gonna make a path. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep growing. And like ADK said, we're not stopping. So these leaders that you guys see here today, all 4 of us here, and our leader Damon, who's kind of sleepy, it's okay.
Right, shout out to Brent.
Shout out to
It's
Dave.
cool. He was sleeping. It's cool. Yeah, get him on road trip. But just shout out to you. See these people here. We're gonna show you the way, and you're gonna see how us leaders just flow and make a path.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did I do good, sir?
That was great. Moses
thank
was
you.
great. Moses
Thank
was
you.
probably the best. Listen, not only did you do great, I still say it's got to be God.
Okay.
That was incredible for our big little people.
Okay.
It took Moses 80 years to actually to figure out his purpose. 80. He could have did it in 40. He could have did it in a week. But the people he was leading were stubborn, but he didn't give up.
And that's so dope that you mentioned that, and I want to make this clear to everybody. Rome, as they say, was built in a day. It wasn't, guys. It takes time, and it might take a little bit for you to find your time, and when it's your time, hey, it's time to make that change. It took me almost 44 years, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had fun. I don't regret what I did in the past. I enjoyed it, but it took me a long time to realize, dude, it's time. You know what I mean? And once you find it, roll with it. Trust me. That roller coaster is gonna be you know what I mean? Going up, because there's all those bumps. You're gonna be going over all those bumps. But once you reach the top, hey, it's time to have fun. Let's go. That's what it is. Yo, Grupo, what changes would you like to see on our next generation coming up?
Man, just setting standards and boundaries again. Getting back to the basics, and not having this anything go culture that we are seeing now. It's getting worse and worse by the minute. Our society is drifting into a not so good direction, and the only thing that's going to correct that is, reintroducing basic standards. And you don't have to be an expert or a genius to come up with these standards. I mean, God's given them to us. You read the Bible and He tells you what standards you should live by. And I think that's what it really is going to boil down to, is just people, having that personal relationship with God again, and not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. I mean, I know that's cliche, but it's all about just having those standards, and anchoring to those.
And I love what you're saying, because it's true. You gotta find that anchor, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta find that point where it's like, all right, cool. This is where it goes.
Too many distractions that want to pull you away from Too many things that want to pull you away from your purpose and your goal or whatever. So you gotta stay anchored.
Hey, trust a lot of people that have faith in what you believe in. Don't be a follower. And it comes down to the main thing why we're here. Be a leader. Be that leader that you are. Be the leader that you can be. And find a public figure that's a great leader. Not someone that's in public and it has all the likes and does this and does that. No. Find a good, positive leader in your life. And pick up and educate yourself and school yourself on what they have done, and then make it your own. Start your own book. Create your own chapters in life. And I guarantee you at the end, like that Disney movie, The Book of Life, you're going to have a book in front of you where you're going to be like, this one goes to our next leader. And pass that knowledge on to everybody else. You know what I mean? Des, I'm going back to you. What challenges do young ladies face?
Uh-oh.
You say, because I'm a 12-year-old.
Hey, I got a 12-year-old and a 17-year-old. So I know.
I'm in. We in 11, 12 phase. So what I see now is kind of like what Grupo was saying. It's that fixation on how you look.
Oh yeah.
And that is so frustrating to me.
Big time.
Like, you look pretty. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
Get out the bathroom.
Right?
Your hair is fine.
Right.
Like, well, how's your grades?
Yeah.
How's your friend group?
Right.
Who are you surrounded by? That's a big one. The big one is this girl drama. Ladies, it is not that serious.
Right.
I've been there, done that.
Right.
And I see it like with my daughter, and I just hear it. It's the challenges that these girls have is they see the social media girls and they want to be the social media girls.
Right.
And we gotta let these girls know that is fake.
Right.
That is not real life. And ladies, I know your moms may not be cool and hip to you, but if they're gonna lead you in the right path.
Oh yeah, big time.
And just like you said, find a public figure that like these girls look up to you. Like, find someone, ladies, that just have that mindset that you want to get to.
For sure.
I know right now, what is it? Y'all need to stop watching Love Island and all these crazy things. Y'all don't need to watch. And let's go back to some 90s cartoons.
Right. Hey, bring them back.
I make my kids watch it. They like Hey Arnold and stuff. Like we make them watch the old school
I'm telling
stuff.
you, my kids coming, we still watch VHS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Hey.
There you go.
It's so got it. So just ladies, be a kid and stop trying to be the next influencer. I can
Sure.
tell you right now, these influencers that you guys look up to,
Horrible.
you see what's happening with these Kardashians. They falling off.
Mhm.
So don't think it's gonna last forever.
Exactly.
And don't try to be the next influencer. Just be you.
Hey.
And ladies love you.
Hey.
I can tell you from a tween girl who was just called an Oreo because I was in the IE and glad when I talk proper because my mom kept me in the IE and not in LA. So and told that girl, you're not black and white. I was like, and
Right?
love your individuality because that what makes you different. Don't be afraid to say, I'm not doing social media. I play flag football. I don't do this. I play this.
Okay.
Coming from a woman who used to play track, cheer, race dirt bikes,
Hey.
play football with my cousins.
Right.
Don't be afraid to be dirty, ladies. Like, go ahead and. I want everyone to stop genderizing sports.
Thank you.
That's a big one.
Yeah, you big
If
time.
you think you can do what these boys can do, get yourself out there.
For
Go
sure.
find a co-ed team.
Okay.
Because I feel like if we get it out of these girls' heads, like, that's a boy thing, that's a girl thing. No. Get out there because actually being in a team is actually, I feel, what's going to save these girls.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, cheerleading's just not it. My daughter did it. We had drama. No, we didn't do that again. I'm sorry, we can't do that again. But
Step it up.
yeah, but teamwork. These girls need teamwork and learn that we're not against each other. We're uplifting each other.
Hey.
This is not a battle. I'm not trying to be better than you, and you're not trying to be better than me. I want to see you do great, and then we all gonna be great.
Hey, most definitely.
So, ladies, stop bringing people down. And these are for my tweens and teens, because I know y'all doing it in high school. I hear it. Stop tearing each other down and uplift each other.
Love it.
And stop focusing on your shortcomings, because that is what's going to set you apart from everyone else, and that's what's going to help you be great as an adult.
Des representing for all the ladies that are out there, yo.
Yes.
Hey, to all you young ladies to listen to what Des just said. Such amazing advice from somebody that's been it, lived it, and is living it right now. And trust me, you can do it. Love yourself, and I love what you said. You are beautiful.
Yes,
You
just
are
tell yourself
beautiful
that.
just the way you are. You know what I mean?
Mirror. If you don't feel
You're
it, say
beautiful.
it.
You gotta say it to yourself too. You know what I mean?
Okay, fellas, you say you handsome.
Yo, man, this is your boy El Prophet. Hits Out the Streets podcast. This is what we bring. One Track Wine, another great podcast with great company. And I just want to tell you guys, even though we are not at my home where I host my podcast, we are at our new home here at the Mad Hatter Kava Bar in Mesa. You guys are family with me. All right, just want to let you guys know, okay? So we reset part of the program brought to you by Phoenix Health and Wellness, a family practice down in Tucson, Arizona. Hey, shout out to my brother and shout out to his wife. This is what we're doing. We're changing lives one step at a time with health, fitness, and doctors too as well. So if you guys want to get involved and go down there to Tucson, your first initial visit, you get to see the doctor. After that, it's through the phone, guys. So go down to Tucson, Arizona, wherever you're at. We will take care of you. Have your family be part of our family. That's all I got to say, man. We reached that last part of the program that I like to call Famous Last Words of a Fool. What's up, fool? This is the part of the program that I am handing over to my guests. And when I'm handing this over to you guys, I want you to leave a message about leadership and what would it be like and who are the people that most influence others in their lives. However you guys want to start, let's get it. If you can leave a young person with one message about leadership, what would it be? Let me rephrase that.
I like that one.
I ask you. I need you to.
Yeah.
So let me. So if I can leave a young person with, so what I would leave them with, what I think is very important, individuality. I think living in a world and society where you can throw a filter on everything. You know, I don't even know most of the people I meet are even real. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, personality. You being something you're not. You know what I mean? The makeup, the filter, like you put the filter on top of filter, on top of, and you're losing your identity. I want to leave you with spend some time alone and write down dreams and aspirations you got in a book, and you visit that book every morning, and I promise you'll find your way.
That's like next.
No, I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's a tough one to follow up with, but you know, he mentioned a word that really resonates with me, and that's identity. You know, once you find your purpose, and I know some of us, it takes a while to find that purpose. You know, you told us your story, and I can relate to that because I drifted through life for many years. I'd say first 40 plus years of my life I've spent drifting, trying to figure things out. I learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way, but you know, I can't say that it was driven by purpose. I was literally just drifting until, you know, later in life it became obvious what my purpose is, and you know, I think that's what it is. It's just find your purpose, and then once you do, now that becomes your identity. Everything that you do, everything that you say, everything you think, everything that you talk about has to be in alignment with that purpose. And it's not just something that you do, it's who you are. That is your identity. That's literally who you have to become. You have to become the person that you aspire to be. So that means speaking, acting, thinking as the person you're trying to be. That's your identity now. You can't grow carrying the same habits that you know, drag through your life up until now.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? You gotta let that stuff go. It's time to create a new identity, and that's what you are now. You know, it has to be authentic.
Yes.
It has to be authentic.
Educate us real quick. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just take it from both, because something that I heard a lot in this podcast, and I think everybody needs to remember, and I'm gonna round us out and take us home. The 3 things every child and leader need to remember. Of course, what ADK said, accountability. That's a big one. And with that accountability, you gotta have your individuality. Your individuality and accountability is gonna take you far, because once, like they said, you find your path, you have gotta be accountable for what you put into the next person. That is being a leader. You gotta be accountable that you're gonna lead someone in the right path and not the wrong path.
I love it.
So definitely, as you are that individual, make sure you take accountability for everything that you do as a leader, because there are people watching and they want to make sure and know that you are going to be the next generation that's going to lead the next kids in the right path.
One Track Mind, yo, is in the building. Famous last words of a fool brought to you by Felix Family Health and Wellness. If your boy El Profe had some famous last words, what's up, fool? They would read like this: curiosity is the fountain of youth for the leaders, yo. That's all I gotta say about that. Yo, 2026, what do we expect from One Track Mind?
For 2026, we expect brick and mortar building. We got our own, realistically, 2026, we do, honestly, if I'm being honest, the expectation is impact. The expectation is parents smiling, man. Like, it's cool to do all these events. It's cool to share and do all that, but the one thing that really made that whole entire event worth it for me was when Jen did that video with her daughter.
Hey.
Like that just took me, like, I was like, if nothing else mattered, that if I didn't do another boot camp, never worked, I'm good. That's what matters. Because there was something about that moment with her. It wasn't even about, like, I forget what we did. It's the connection she made with her child. That's what I'm in it for. You know what I mean? Like I know what it's like to achieve great things, but to be able to pass, that's a great leader.
Oh yeah.
To see other people, like, she was hesitant. I don't think my daughter, and her daughter had several breakthroughs, but to see her do that video and to see her husband there, man, that was life changing. So.
What else do we expect?
Outreach. We're going to start outreaching to more people. You guys are going to start hearing us a lot more. Start hearing about what we bring to the table. It's not just going to be these boot camps. We're going to have some speaking. We're going to do some mentoring, and just we gotta help. We gotta help and part of this community, because we gotta lock in before it's too late.
Love it, Grupo.
Yeah, like she said, you know, the outreach and just expanding our reach into, you know, different communities besides just our local demographic. You know, out into other states, other parts of the country, other parts of the world, you know what I mean, other nations, whatever that may look like, just expanding our reach. And the only way that's going to happen is by all of us continuing to operate outside of our comfort zone.
We're going on tour, people. We're going on tour.
But to me, that's what really makes this group stand out is the fact of the innovative minds that we have, because we all step out of our comfort zone. It would have been easy for us to just follow the mold, follow the status quo, put out another boot camp like everybody else and call it a day, but that's not good enough for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what keeps a lot of people trapped, is they're addicted to comfort.
I love it.
Things are uncomfortable, if it hurts a little bit, they back off because it doesn't feel right, you know what I mean? So they kind of just they shrink, you know what I mean? They stay in that little box, but that's not us.
For sure.
That's not us, you know. We like being uncomfortable because that's where the creativity comes.
Most definitely.
And I think the fruit is evident, you know, what we've done in our first two events, and it's only gonna get better.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
only gonna get better.
For sure. ADK, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, this just keep coming to my mind. Gold does not go on sale. So with that being said, we're more expensive than anything on this earth. Don't put yourself on sale for any woman, man, thing, opportunity. Stay true to who you are, and everything else will come.
Grupo, give out your final shout out so we can close the show.
Yep, I'd like to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters right here because without them, none of this would be possible. And for everybody else that was gracious enough to volunteer their time and energy into our events, we want to give a shout out to them as well. Shout out to my family, my wife, my kids that have supported me, because it's taken time away from my home, from my household, you know what I mean? So just for me, for them to sacrifice that, for me to do what I do, to be able to have an impact on more people than just the people in my feet that are under my roof, I appreciate that. But first and foremost, obviously shout out to God. Because without Him, none of this would be possible, and that's just what it is.
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just gotta give, first and foremost, this is my guy, man. I gotta give a shout out to Damon. You guys have no idea how
behind the scenes.
this dude is, the dude's incredible, man. You have no, I can tell him something, and he knows how to get it done. He's had he's a large reason why I even know any of y'all, if I'm being honest. He's a big reason on the people I know in the community, and just his mind from seeing a dude who's just like, I don't really know anybody, to like, wait, let me tap into my resources, to like, look where we are now. Like, the dude plays a major part, man. Shout out to Damon, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your work. I appreciate the sacrifices, knowing we're both in the red financially, but we're doing everything we can to make this dream become a reality. So shout out to him. I gotta give him a shout out.
One step at a time. Now that you're on the mic, dog, give out your final shout outs.
All right, so shout out, first and foremost, again, shout out, Gloria a Dios, shout out to God, man. Again, without him, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't even be here. I was supposed to die way long ago, man. I've been through a lot, but God had a plan. Shout out to my wife, just for being really helping me become, I thought I reached the peak till I got married to her, and I was pushing a whole nother stratosphere. You know what I mean? So shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. That's my rock. That's my go-to. That's the foundation for me. And shout out to everybody that didn't believe in me, because believe it or not, I thrive better under doubt, pressure, hate. I really do, because it's motivating. It really is. And I want to remind them that you don't put your limitations on me. And last shout out to all my people, my team that's here, Damon, everybody that's here, because we're about to do great things. El Profe, man, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless everything about you, because you are such a critical puzzle in this world, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Keep doing what you're doing. God has blessed you with some gifts you don't even know yet, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. And yeah, listen. Gloria a Dios. That's all I can say, man.
Lead us.
Okay, last but not least, I guess. So I just want to give a shout out to definitely, family, of course, God, divine intervention. Divine intervention through God is how I met this man right here, who let me do this, man. Who got me in the right rooms. Definitely want to give a shout out to like my family, my husband who's also here, BPM. Y'all don't know that. That's my husband.
Give my man credit. Shout out.
So I gotta give him a shout out for just always supporting and just, you know, like you said, marriage uplifts you. I've been uplifting this man for the past 13 years, and he just keeps growing, and his support and me has helped me step out of my comfort zone and meet these great brothers here that are now family. And just shout out to my little ones. I gotta shout out to my little kids because they tell me every day the motivation and the inspiration I give to them. And like AK said here, hearing that from a little person in this time is groundbreaking. So I definitely gotta give a shout out to my next generation that sees me as a motivation. And to all the fathers and mothers out there that are just doing the best they can in these tough times, I want to give you guys a shout out for just keeping it going. Because nobody tells you guys are doing a great job, and you guys are doing the best you can with the circumstances we are unfortunately given. So I want to give you guys a shout out and keep pointing to your kids. I know times are hard. I know funds are limited. We know, but keep pointing to them. And if no one's told you, I'm proud of you.
Hey, there you
I'm
go.
proud of you, and I'm proud of everybody out there. And then also too, 80K's point, I'm greater than my haters because I have some haters out there. They're out there, and I just want to say
They're
this.
tuning in
Thank
too.
you guys. Thank
That's
you
the
guys
best
for
part.
not believing in me because y'all gonna see the greatness that comes along.
You
with
know,
being placed in the right room.
I love it. And we're in the right room right now, and every step, every room that is going to be put in front of us in the future is going to be the right stepping stone for what we are building, and that's an empire with One Track Mind. I want to thank everybody for tapping in on Facebook Live. Thank you to VPM. Thank you to the Mad Hatter Common Bar out here in Mesa, Arizona. I am El Profe, Streets of Professor, and this is my podcast, Hits Off the Streets. And I want to thank you guys for being a part of such a great experience, having a good sit down, having a great talk. I mean, it's great to get a one-on-one because you learn more about each other. We grow with each other, and the focus is on the youth. And to all the parents out there, I want to shout you guys out too as well. I am a parent too, and I'm away from my kids. I love you, Valerie. I love you, Victoria. I love you, Valentina. But let me tell you something. Your dad does certain things so you guys can see that you can make a difference. That there are goals that can be accomplished if you put your mind to it. And I want to thank you guys one last time for being here and being part of this great program.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This is your boy, Hits Off the Streets podcast. Before we leave, I want to give a big shout out to the homeboy Quick. The homeboy Quick made a one-track mind song for everybody to listen to, and this is it right here when we're closing out the show. Before we even close the show too, I want to give a big shout out to our artist of the day. Clancy Stockton is in the building with us, and he's going to be leading the charge to end the HODS podcast. But this is the One Track Mind track brought to you by the homeboy Quick. HODS podcast, we are officially out. Say goodnight, say goodbye, say adios.
Yes, everything.
Real quick. Can I get like a group photo for like a thumbnail? Yeah. Antonio, can I get a group photo?
Yeah. Show them the
Seated, standing. Like lean in. Everyone. Nice. Give me 1 second here. Yep, there we go. And awesome, guys. Perfect. Word.
Hits Off the Streets, brought to you by your boy and Profe Streets of Professor. If you guys missed this live show out here at the Mad Hatter Common Bar, trust me,